we tried to get on a plane with a couple of sealed sodas, and they wouldn't let us on the airline because I guess they assumed we were going to blow up an airplane with a closed 7-Up and a Coca-Cola, which I guess you can't do without Mentos, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't have any Mentos, so there's no logic to it. But on this airline, from our flight to Anchorage to Taiwan, they have provided us with the weapon. So it's time to enact our plan.
Alright, well, we have finally got to Bangkok, and we decided that we were going to get a nice room because we'd been on a plane for 27 hours and had some layovers, and we wanted some air conditioning and just want to sleep forever. So we've got a private room that opens like that, and there's air. And we got us some beds, a nice big old window to look out of, and just the bare minimum that you really need to get by. So this is where we're staying. It's called Refill Now in Bangkok.
It's our first tuk-tuk ride in Bangkok. It's right about 6 a.m. We weren't supposed to take a tuk-tuk until 9 a.m. so we ended up waking somebody up accidentally by asking for it. Some guy had to come and unlock a door so this guy could get a key to drive the tuk-tuk. It's very complicated. But yeah, here we go. We're off to do some touristy stuff today, going to the Grand Palace and whatnot.
Turning my own to smile some more.
Yeah, this is Katie smiling some more.
It smells like funnel cake.
It does. It smells a lot like funnel cake all of a sudden. Riverboat? A little confusing?
Yeah. I don't even know where we're going or if we're in the right direction, so hooray!
At least it was cheap. This is pretty amazing. Mural at the Grand Palace in Bangkok. And this guy, is probably a teenager, is working on painting pieces of it. I'm not sure if he's touching it up or if he's actually painting it, but he is doing some work on some of these characters in this boat. You can see the detail is ridiculous for how tall it is. And then what's really crazy is when you pan along and notice that this mural goes all the way to the end of that, and it actually is making a giant square. It's like on the interior side of the exterior wall of this building we're in. And it goes all the way around as a square, so each wall is as long as that, and just keeps going, and just goes and goes and goes, and you get things like this.
Zoom in on this creepy one. He's kind of creeping me out a little bit. Just creeping me out.
Looks a little bit like Jamie. Yeah, but I mean, look at the detail and everything.
Tiger.
There's a tiger. And this wall is probably 15 foot tall. Well, I guess I should zoom out. But regardless, it's very cool. Let's see what's in the middle here. If you look up here, I'm not even sure what this is. If this is a Watt of some sort, or I guess I could look at my map, but you know, what fun is that?
Alright, I know that Eric just told you all about this, and you're probably like, God, I'm tired of staring at these walls. What are you doing? I just gotta show you that these people put detail onto this. I want you to check out the ball hair on this. Yes, they have gone very, very detailed. Alright, that's all I had to say. Alright, well, this is the reclining Buddha. It's pretty much gigantic. We are still walking. I think it spans pretty much a whole city block.
Yeah.
It goes really, really all the way down there.
So we just walked around the Grand Palace, which is right here. Here's the exterior wall. And afterwards, we had some lunch at this little place that is kind of in a touristy area. We had chicken fried rice, bowl of chicken noodles, soup, kind of like pho, but not exactly the same. A plate of fruit, a soda, and a bottled water. And it came to 165 baht, which is just about $4.50, $4.60. So the food here, even in the touristy area, is on the cheap. When I was in Russia, I ate, they have a lot of different flavors of Mentos everywhere. So I got a thing where I was just eating different flavors of Mentos constantly. And here we have a new flavor of Mentos, which happens to be fresh cola. So we're gonna give it a try.
Aren't you gonna eat it?
Oh, you want it?
I mean, what was this gonna be a to be continued?
Here we go.
Why would people?
It really tastes like soda. It tastes kind of Dr. Peppery. This is the electrical system.
I don't want to get electrocuted.
Sometimes you can hear it humming, like literally. While you're walking by, you can hear this, which is quite something. Earlier we saw some guy rappelling up and down these, and they were touching it with this big rod, and it was going bank when they touched it. The electrical system here is frightening, to say the least, especially being as tall as I am, because sometimes there are cables that are raw and open, hanging down, and I have almost walked into some. It's something.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Back to what we were really making a video about. So, I have 2 warnings for this video, for 2 sets of parents. The first set, my parents might need to sit down for this. Eric's parents, yes, this is where it is. Okay. Eric's parents, you may want to stand up for this, because you'll be very excited about this. Alright, so basically we've spent the last 3 hours.
No, it's been longer than that.
Okay, we spent longer than
whole
that,
day.
whatever. We spent almost a whole day renting an apartment in Bangkok. So we're walking to our apartment right now. We have a place to live, which to Eric's parents is something cool. To my parents might be something crazy, but remember, Mom, safety. I have a place to go, a door to lock, and all that good stuff. So, you can go ahead and show them what it is. Which one is? Yeah, this is us. This is what
This far one on the left.
No, right here.
Huh?
This is us.
Yeah, I know, but it's the left one up here
Oh yeah.
with the busted up blinds.
Well, they're all kind of busted up.
We'll fix those later, or not, whatever.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, let's go on. Looks like now it's gone this way.
Oh, there we go.
All right. That's the first time we've gone through that door. Okay.
Well, by ourselves.
All right. Well, first thing, we live on the 4th floor, so there's a lot of steps. We've got plenty of time to talk to you guys. Basically, we have a lot of things that go along with this. We have free Wi-Fi.
And internet, she means.
We have, yeah, good. We have, oh man, I'm blanking.
We have water, electric,
We have water, electric,
air conditioning,
oh,
cable,
air conditioning,
cable TV,
cable TV. We have a bed to sleep in, a furnished apartment.
room service.
And we don't have room service. We
Well,
have a-
not room service, but
We
maid
have a maid
service.
service 6 days a week. And now we're home.
I don't remember which key it is.
We're gonna find out. Prepare, Mom. That's That's a lot of flights of stairs, okay? That's one.
I don't know how to open it. Ah. Okay. So it's small, but I mean, what do we need? Famed air conditioning, couch, TV, refrigerator. Turn on some more lights. Microwave, steamed rice steamer.
Did you put all that stuff on?
Apparently they've given us silverware since we were gone. Sink, just some cabinets, nothing tremendous.
Oh, we should have stopped and got water.
We've got that big thing.
Oh yeah.
And then this is the bathroom. And you can see me. Hello. And, you know, whatever.
Don't show them the bidet.
The bidet. That's right. And this is, you know, your normal everyday shower. It actually has good water pressure, which is something that is a rarity. And then if we go out here, bedroom, you know, bed, mirror again, all the normal things.
Our view is definitely
Our view is a little rough at the moment. We're gonna have to figure out a way to fix those blinds. Maybe just remove them altogether. They look pretty rough. And they're building a building across the street. The neighborhood we live in, they're building apartments everywhere. Apparently, this is according to Lonely Planet, this is the ritzy side of town.
And so you might be asking yourself, how much do you pay for this?
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty crazy. But
we pay $10 a day per person, so it's $20 a day for us
so
to stay here.
we're paying our bill with all the utilities and with the internet and everything is about $525 a month. So, it's cheap. And that beats the heck out of living in hostels.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
So we live in Bangkok, on the other side of the planet.
We have a mailing address too, so we can we'll send that out, I suppose. So if somebody wants to send us cash or a bunny.
We are in serious need of a bunny.
All right, well, bye. Oh, what? If you want to come stay and you want to sleep on that couch.
Bled out.
Do that again?
Bled out.
That's where you can do it. All right, bye.
All right, so you ever wish that you could go to the little eatery in the mall and that someone would be sitting there with a bucket ready to sell you some corn with some butter on it? Give me 1 second, all right? Not that lady. Butter and corn. All right, so Eric asked me to make a video of how confused I am. We rode the SkyTrain. We got off at Siam, and then we went into a building which we thought was a mall that turned out to be like an alcove of computer stuff that we couldn't really navigate properly, and we had to have a security guard help us, and we ended up outside of it, and there was a big screen that some girl was giving the thumbs up on, and then we walked around that, and now we just walked down this strip over here that was like vendors and stuff, and then we saw this gigantic mall. It might be a mall, I don't know if it's a mall, okay? So now we're gonna go in that and see what's in there.
And we have some things that are familiar. There's an Outback over here in this building, but you probably have to be a magician to figure out how to get inside of it. And just some stuff. This is very modern side of town. It's called Siam. And as you can see, over here we have, figure out the traffic here. On the left, we've got cars going that direction. Then we have more cars going that direction. And then in one lane, we've got cars going this direction. I don't understand. How is it?
It's gooey.
What is it that you're having?
Seafood, tomato spaghetti.
How is the flavor? You don't look happy. So this is the first weird thing we've had in Bangkok you haven't enjoyed.
Well, I haven't had the chance to eat the whole thing. We're gonna see what this seafood's like. It was squishy.
Alright, so we're in a 50s diner in a mall. The decorations and stuff and the music, it's all 50s style stuff. And some of the food is kind of 50s-ish, but it's all got a Thai twist on it. Like, that's just like a pasta. I mean, I guess you normally could get that in a 50s diner, but of course they put some strange seafood into it, which is weird. I did get this watermelon drink, and it's phenomenal. It had a piece of watermelon in it, but I ate it already. And it's just unbelievable. It tastes just like you're drinking a watermelon. It's kind of like an icy a little bit. And then I got a club sandwich, which has got egg, and I don't even have any idea what this stuff is, but it's got egg and ham and tomato. It's very, very good. So I think I did a pretty good job. This is in a mall, so it is kind of expensive, but whatever, I guess we'll live. And I think that's it. You still any better, or still feeling squishy?
It's still very gooey.
Well, she's big on texture, so that's not a good review. Motorcycles are a big thing, or scooters or whatever. So it's a very busy section of the road during a busy time of day. So their light should turn in a second and the chaos should ensue. It's just kind of a go all at once madness. And look, they're getting ready to go. It's not time to go yet, fellas. And the light has turned green, and we're off. And the reason that all the motorcycles are grouped to the front is because they kind of they stop traffic, and they like swerve their way through the stop traffic up to the front of the cars, so they're all at the front of the pack when the light turns green, so they can rush on to the next location. Today we're down at a park called Lumpini, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's probably pronounced wrong, but it's something like that. Down near the business district of Bangkok, and we made the mistake of coming down here in the middle of the day. It's like 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. I don't have a clock, and it is hot today. We looked up the temperature on weather, and it's like 98 degrees, and then it feels like it's 102 or 103. So it's dang hot today. So we're sitting in this little gazebo thing in the shade, and there's a little bit of a breeze, which is rare here. So the little bit of a breeze, you take what you can get, and it's making it reasonably tolerable. Katie's off getting some water because we forgot our bottle of water back at the apartment, so she'll be back in just a minute. But I thought I'd give you an idea of what it looks like here in this park. And this is like, if you look on a map, this is by a glance at the map, this is the largest park in Bangkok. We're kind of in the very, very front corner of it. We haven't explored much of it yet, but here's and you can see there's some large buildings in this area. I'll show you. So there's a big lake in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see. Oh, there you go. So this is big lake, and a little bit further you can see there's like boats. Maybe you can rent them and ride around, but there's no way I'm pedaling a boat around in this heat. And then see there's some skyscrapers, and we're kind of on the edge of the business district. If you go deeper into it, there's more buildings and more looming skyscrapers, which is something I would like to check out at some point. And you can see, here comes Katie, and she is running for some reason in the heat. And it looks like she might have 2 waters, which would be okay with me because I can probably drink one on my own. What did you get? Ice cream?
Popsicle.
I will have a popsicle. That is completely cool.
All for 20 baht.
20 baht, which is, so we got a bottle of water and 2 popsicles for 60 cents in a park.
They're pretty small.
They're pretty small. You gonna give us a review? That's not bad. Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing. I think that this is rubber. No?
Okay, it's just got...
It's like a plastic... I don't know what that is.
Is it gross?
No, it's like a
shell.
Yeah,
it's
a shell, yeah.
I'm not supposed to do this.
I'm not supposed to do this.
Do you have anything to say about today so far?
It's hot. It says it's like 102 degrees out here, and it is.
So there's this lizard here in the park, about, I don't know, 75 yards from where we were just sitting. Look at how big this thing is. No, it's not a snake. It's got legs. Look at, I mean, it's big. It's really big. I'm not sure if you can see the scale of it without something next to it, but this is a big lizard, and it's off. Well, that's. You want to go swimming, Katie?
No.
How do you feel about your buddy?
I don't like him. He's all right, but about 5 feet away at all times.
And this isn't like a zoo or anything. We're in a park in the middle of the city. There's no fencing or anything to keep these things here. We found more things in the river. Katie's throwing in crusts of bread that's been given to us by some other women. And it's hard to see, but these fish are pretty big.
Yeah, they're definitely bigger than my hand.
This is another mall, one of a zillion malls. There's malls everywhere, but this is a big mall. There's another one right here on the other side of the street. And they're basically all connected. And this is apparently a common thing where they have concerts at the malls. You see there's like a lot of people. And then there's like this guy playing. And there's like 3 people in his crowd. They seem to be big fans, so they brought signs. And then I guess whatever's going to happen that everybody's actually here for is somewhere down in this direction. You want to go down on the street? Okay, we're gonna walk through it. Fuck it, right? Right? All right, and we're going down to look at this, go up on a observation deck, but we're not sure. It might be this building here, now that we think about it, this big, tall one. But I'm not sure yet, with the BMW logo on the side. It's insanity. All right, and this actually is starting to look more like a market now, if that makes any sense at all. So you have a mall, and outside the mall you have a market, which has a concert, which then has a really congested road, which then has another mall.
We designed this elevator to run smoothly at the speed of 240 meters per minute.
We're going up.
And it takes approximately 1 minute and 20 seconds from the ground floor to the observation deck.
Hi. We are in the tallest hotel in Bangkok. I can't pronounce the name of it, but they call it the Sky Tower 2. Show them what it shows. You ever think you're looking at a puzzle and then you can't break the pieces apart?
So in case anybody was wondering, Thailand has got a very large capital. Bangkok is a big city. We're only here for a month. Seems like a long time, but it seems like nothing when you look at what we're looking at. There were like huge folders. If you look over here, on their table. Those folders are full of software and movies and stuff. And over here you can get a new DS and an R4 all in one shot.
So we went out today around 1:30, and we were planning on going and getting our laundry and going and getting a few things that we needed at the store and then adventuring. And then this happened. So we're back in our apartment just chilling. They do call it monsoon season, so yeah. I'm gonna get you drunk. You're a statue. It's gonna take a lot.